No compromise, no show. My next guest says he is not going back to Wisconsin unless the governor is willing to make a deal on that union bill. One of 14 Democrats refusing to return. Wisconsin State Senator John Erbenbach joining me on the phone from Chicago. Senator, good to have you. Where are you?
I am in Chicago.
I know that, but where? So I can find you.
I'm in Chicago.
Okay. Are you hiding?
No, I'm not hiding. Not at all.
Okay, so you're in full view. People can find you.
I'm in Chicago. I'm talking with constituents every day. I'm answering work emails and also trying to do the best we can to try and resolve the budget impasse that we seem to be at right now.
Yeah, but is running away from the problem any way to solve the problem, Senator?
Oh, I don't think we're running away from the problem at all. If anything,
you're the one in Illinois, and you should be in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I understand that, Neil, but I also understand that we're standing up to the problem, representing thousands of people around the state of Wisconsin who don't like the assault on their workers' rights.
Okay, good enough, Senator, but people elected you to do a job, not to walk away from the job. You might feel you're representing your constituents, but maybe you've read the math that it doesn't look good for a final vote on this, and it's an onerous vote for you. You don't like it. But if we practice that in other states and even in Congress, and a tough vote came up, and let's say Republicans with health care knew that the vote wouldn't go their way, they just walked out of Washington, where will we be?
Well, Neil, from the very beginning, the governor said this is all about balancing the budget. And the budget is sitting in the palm of his hand right now, and he still refuses to move. So, no, we're not running away from our job. We're standing up for the people we represent, and we are doing our job.
All right, but when will you come back?
That's up to Governor Walker.
Well, no, it's up to you, right? I mean, he's offered a proposal budget. Walker, you could reject it. You could reject it, right?
No, Neil, it's up to Governor Walker. If you take a look at this budget proposal, he said from the very beginning, we need to fix a budget hole and we need to balance budgets moving forward. We agree. And so the public employees at the local level and the state level and the teachers have all given him every single penny he has asked for to balance his budget. What we would like to see removed is a non-fiscal item that has nothing to do with the budget, and that's the collective bargaining language. So,
well, he says
again,
it has everything.
Right
you might be right, but then why not come back and say, well, this collective bargaining thing is sticks in our craw here. He is saying that, look, over the years, collective bargaining has gone from just compensation issues to holidays, sick days, this other stuff. Get that out of it. Why not bridge the gap in those differences rather than, take your marbles and walk out?
Because, again, we're not taking our marbles and we're walking out. We're standing up for people that we represent. The budget's balanced. I don't know how to say that any clearer other than the fact that it is. When it comes to the issue of collective bargaining, you're getting at the very core of something Wisconsin has stood for a long, long time. And in a budget bill, a budget repair bill, which usually, sometimes at least for the most part, is a non-controversial piece of legislation that usually goes through, he's decided to stick this and all sorts of other things in there.
Well, could I ask you this?
Neil, he tried to have it become law within less than a week, and nobody knew what was in it.
But you're far apart, Senator, and I'm
we're not. He's got a balanced budget. His budget is balanced. We're not far apart.
Well, then he must be blowing us smoke because he says that it's not. So let me ask you this.
It is. He got all of the concessions.
We can argue these numbers to the cows come home. I just want to ask you this. He is now saying that guys like you, the other 13 others who are holed up in Illinois right now, you'll get your paychecks, but only if you come and get them in person. What do you say to that?
I think it's pretty petty, but, whatever.
Do you think Americans hearing this, though, Senator, whatever, are saying, you were elected to do a job. You're elected to do a job.
Neil, if they want to stop the electronic transfer from my paycheck into my credit union account, which obviously they've done, and they want to sit on my paycheck, that's perfectly within their prerogative. It doesn't solve the problem, does it? The problem is we've got a budget deficit in Wisconsin. We've offered up a solution that balances the budget to the penny. And it's incumbent upon the governor to take a close look.
Why did you go to Illinois, Senator? Because as a Democratic governor, if you'd gone to Indiana, would you have gotten arrested?
He tried to. No, not at all. We went to Illinois because there are jurisdictional issues regarding our state patrol, and the majority leader and the Speaker of the House, their father is in charge of the state patrol of Wisconsin. So,
how are you paying for your hotel room or whatever you're paying? I mean, what?
Out of my pocket.
Is any group paying for any of the others?
Absolutely not.
So how long can you keep doing that?
Well, again, hopefully not too much longer. If it were up to us, we'd be home by now. We'd be home and we'd have a vote on this and we'd move on.
All right. I had a guest on earlier, Senator, said you guys should all be arrested. What do you say to that?
Well, I disagree with it. Being arrested for doing our jobs, I tend to disagree with that.
Well, Senator, thanks for taking the time.
All right, Neil, good to talk with you.
Okay. I think we had long enough to trace the phone call.